This the intro song. It's just so much. It's just so much. It's just first of all these sleeves. Cause what is happening, girl? I look like my mom with all these. What is all of this? What is happening? Why is it just so the large in there? Oh, Father! It's just the sleeves are just as we go on. We remember. Oh, this is so gracious, like heavenly angels. Okay, Domo, stay focused. Welcome to another episode of One Being Brave. I'm your host, Domo Jones. Yo, we're on season 5, episode 4. Quattro for the people in the back. Come on. Y'all didn't know I was international, huh? I'm over here bilingual, trilingual, a dialingual. Okay, it's one of them. Listen, I'm just grateful for you guys to be here. Good evening. It's the new because it's the new. Okay, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. I definitely appreciate it. Okay, so welcome to another episode of One Being Brave. I'm your host, Domo Jones. I'm glad you're so glad you're here. So glad you're here. Let's get into the house rules. Y'all feel me? So no profanity. Come on, like I just been talking for so long, and I ain't used not a one, bop bop or the beep bop boom, not a one, and you could do it too, for the low price of free 99. Thank you. So are you. For the low price of free 99, you could do it too. No bashing of race, religion, gender, politics, or sexual preferences. Now, hear me out. Now, we don't do that because in spite of what everybody think, we family. We are family like a giant. Can y'all see the tree? Y'all see it? Branching out toward the sky. We are so much what? More than just who? You and I. You and don't make me sing. Cause y'all don't want it. I'm in choir. Yeah, we don't do none of that. Like we ain't got time. Also, this show is called One Being Brave because it represents the 1 billion people of the world that have a disability and or medical condition. Old heads, you already know what's up. Newcomers, catch on quick. Get you one of us in your circle. Don't get you me, but get you one of us, because I'm going to tell you. As you can tell from the hostess, this community is top tier. Domo, because they didn't hear you. This community is what? Top tier. Ain't nobody does it better. Because period, because we are family. We top tier. Like, I don't even know what y'all thought. But what y'all thought, don't think no more and just listen to me clearly when I say we top tier. Like, and when you get you one of us in your circle, you gonna be like, dang, y'all should have. Hey girl, y'all should have told me. Well, I'm trying to. I'm trying to tell you. Get you one of us in your circle. You welcome. I ain't even gonna put it all on me. Like, better like get you one of us in your circle. That's all I'm saying. Also, hi grandma, love you. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, in the circle of life, the circle of trust. Amen. Amen. Also, this is one of the this is the wait, hold on, because these glasses, they're not about to be rising on one side. That's what they not about to do. Girl, act like you can put on your glasses or switch them out. Okay. This show, I need you to hear me very clearly when I say this one too. Okay. This show, we talk about Jesus Christ. Because I don't know what y'all thought. And if you don't know, now you what? No. This show, we talk about JC. Because what? JC is the way to be. He's pretty dope, you see. Bars! Killing the game. I be killing the game, and I don't even be knowing that I be killing the game. But my bars, they just spit, and I make it rip. And okay, I don't have it tonight. But y'all get it? Because watch past the episodes. I be killing the game on my bars. They call me DJ kind of quick. Woo! DJ kind of quick because my initials are DJ and I'm not that fast because I'm using a walker and I have leg braces. So it's like kind of like I careful with it. DJ kind of don't nobody take my name. DJ kind of quick. And I must represent bars again. Golly, Domo, don't kill him. You gotta slow it down. It's early in the show. Slow it down. Pipe it down a little bit. You gotta calm it because not everybody ready for what you got. Not everybody ready. You feel me? Also, this show. This is the last rule. This show is one of the very few shows that has a hostess with a disability that interviews guests with disabilities, medical conditions, and we also interview essential caregivers. Old heads, say it with me, class. Newcomers, catch on quick. Class, are you guys ready? Lady O, Tyler Perry, and Mother Ava DuVernay. I'm coming to all 3 of y'all houses. Or wherever you are. Just send me your location because I got an iPhone. Like, it's a trifecta, triangle. I'm coming to all 3 of y'all houses. And it's just like, it just is what it is. You feel me? It just is what it is. That's just, Lady O is cold, brisk, might I add. And we got to chop it up real quick. I am all the above. Thank you. And then after Lady O, thank you for your time. I don't want any flowers or no tea, not right now. Then I'm gonna go to Tyler Perry. We can go to your studio. We can go to wherever. You just let me know where you want to go. Bars again. Golly, Domo, they're just spewing out of you. I hate that word. And then after Tyler Perry, then I'm gonna go. Then it's time for us to get our lives done. So me and Mother Ava DuVernay, we going to Rockefeller. It makes sense. I'm in chair 1, she in chair 2. I'm in the dryer 1, she in dryer number 2. And we're going to be talking. What did you, huh? You guys speak up because the dryer, I'm trying to dry my lot. What? You said tomorrow. That's how it's going to be. It makes sense in my head. In my head, we're going to be talking. And we just going to be chopping it. What did you, text me. Take, because I can't. What's your number? Put it in the notes. That's what it's gonna be. And do it. And that's it. Like, and when it happens, don't y'all say I didn't tell y'all, because y'all heard it here live and in living color. You can't do. And these sleeves are sleeving. I mean, closer to my dreams. Okay. So this season we want to try something new, or we're doing something new. We're adding a little piece to the puzzle. And we're representing the awareness ribbons. There are more awareness ribbons than breast cancer. There are. And there's few every month. And this month we want to represent the awareness. Gabe, you better be on it. I'm gonna give you an extra 25 cents, cause you better be on it when I say it. Okay, so this month, January, is Birth Defects Awareness Month. Y'all didn't even know. Y'all didn't even know January was Awareness Month. Y'all didn't even know. And the colors are magenta and navy blue. So for everyone that this is their ribbon, I commend you, and we are recognizing you for this month. So everyone that we almost in January is almost over, but I just want to recognize the people that have Birth Defects Awareness Month. This is your month. And we represent you up here. You feel me? Period. Thank you, Gabe. I definitely appreciate it. All right, so real quick, before I get my guests out, why are we still in January? Oh my gosh. I just feel like January is like 4 years. Like, why are we still in January? 2024 was only 25 days long, and all of a sudden we in January, And 7 years later, we still in January. Oh, that's dope. Come on, sis. Why are we still in January? Hurry up. Let's wrap this up. Goodness. Like I keep waking up and we still you're not you're not done. Golly, I just feel like we've been in January for like 9 years. And I'm what else do you need from us? Because why in the world was the whole year 2024 19 minutes? And then as soon as we get to January, it's 375, 97, 11 days. Oh, we get it. Let's wrap this up by 3:30 at the latest, because you have to take a 30-minute lunch break. Let's wrap this up. January, we get it. Thank you for your time. Don't dwell here no more. Henceforth, grab your stuff and go on. Golly, February, hurry up. You taking too long. Okay, I just had to get that out of my system. No, but for real, why is January so long? Because I don't understand. What else do you need from us at this point? We get it. You're here. Now go. Thank you. All right, so that's my spiel. I'm sticking to it. All right, so my next guest. Let me tell you, this is my dog. But I gotta give you a backstory real quick because that's just what I do, and I can. My guest that was originally on this show, for this episode specifically, she had a last minute cancellation, which is cool. Like I get it. People with disabilities, medical conditions, it happens. It just is what it is. But I'm so grateful that I was able to bounce back. Come on, bounce back and attack bars again. No more, that's crazy. And then I reached out, sent out a PSA, an alert, and my guy was like, I'm ready. You ain't got to tell me twice. Let's get it, big dog. And then also, here goes the top of the tier. This is the top of the top of the tier. This is why, first of all, this is why he's my dog. Well, two reasons. One, DJ. And then two, we both have lives. So that's my brother, bro. That's my forever. He don't even know, but he know now. Like we locked in for life. That's my dog. Lock Nation, Rock. Well, not Rock Nation. Lock Nation. You feel me? All right, let's bring him out. His name is Stedmand, but I don't call him that because this is my bro. DJ Steady, come to the stage. Come to the front, bro.
Yeah.
Come to
I'm
come to the
in
front.
the building. I'm
In
in
the
that 1 billion, ladies and
building.
gentlemen. I'm here.
DJ Steady in it. Come on.
Yes.
Listen, thank
Yes.
you for coming on. Like, I really appreciate it because you came in on the clutch, bro.
Absolutely. It's long overdue.
I
We've been
know.
talking about it for like over a year. And it's like every time we commit to it, I got something like you just spoke earlier. Like when you got these blue sticker conditions and stuff will hit you, and you be like, yes, I'm going. And you go, "Ugh, I have to
I
cancel.
can't.
Emergency room
Man,
visit."
man. DJ Steady who stay right, period. Come
Love it.
on.
No, I see you.
Bars. DJ Steady who stay right.
You hear
That is,
me? Hashtag, I thought it would have been me.
that's my, I love that, Nunu. You better go on to your big one. All right, so for the people in the back, can you tell us where you're from and the name of your disability and medical condition?
Absolutely. DJ Steady is born in Quincy, Florida, small town outside of the capital, Florida, Tallahassee. It's about a good 15, 20 minutes outside of there. I am born to Priscilla Sapp and Julius Mitchell, C-sectioned baby, March 8th of 1991, Pisces gang officially in the building, and I am born with spina bifida.
Spina bifida. Okay, so for the people that don't know, could you just break down like what that is?
Okay, it's a condition in which the spine, like the tail end of your spine, doesn't fully develop. So it has it walk. I walk with like that swinging gait. It's kind of similar to cerebral palsy, but
Mm-hmm.
there's different levels to it. So it's like in that family tree, but it's like a neurological condition. I wear braces as well. and use like a walker for assistance as well. So I'm no stranger to any devices that help a brother walk.
Man, whew, I'm glad. I'm glad that I'm not the only one. I'm glad you get me. I'm glad you get me.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's start from the beginning. How did this come about? Like, where did it stem from? How old were you when you found out? All that jazz.
Birth. This was, born with it, surgery. As far as to my recollection, I was always told, doctors used to tell moms, like, hey, your child may never walk, this, that, and the fourth.
Mm,
And, you grow up age one, two, three, growing up with the whole, being cradled and this and that and the fourth. So for me, it just started young. You adapt. I had to wear the miniature braces and the walkers and go through the
mm,
physical therapy. And I defied the odds. Like you say, we talk about God on this show. When I tell you,
yeah.
Big G was like, I hear what you're saying, doctor, but I'm gonna show you what I can do.
Right,
He
right,
said I
right.
walk again.
Exactly. Listen, I love it because we already know, like we know who the big man is. Like, okay, you doctors, this is what y'all do on the side, but we got the main doctor. You feel me?
That's
We got the
right.
main one. So when it came to like for instance, example like going to school, elementary school. Let's start there. What did that look like for you?
It became the boy in the bubble with anxiety, right?
Mm,
Because you're around people that aren't, for one, aren't familiar with your condition at all. And by the grace of God, right, I wasn't in those ESC or those exceptional classes.
yeah,
Like I was in regular classes with the regular kids. I was allowed to hang with the regular kids, but I
yeah.
was also on the handicap bus. So that was like the differentiation between being in the world, not of the world.
Right, right,
And,
right.
you deal with kids, he walks funny, why he walk like that? And, you can be strong as a kid, you instantly break down in tears because they're picking at you and you like, well, mama, why they say that? And, you just grow up, you go through, I remember going through school while we're on the subject on elementary. Like, I was in 4th grade, right? And I remember coming from special area. This is my first time probably telling this story publicly, so here's an
Mhm,
exclusive, right? And I remember this teacher, she was coming, like, forward as we was exiting, and she
mhm.
looked at me, and, she was like, "What the HEW hockey sticks do you think you're doing? You need to quit playing and walk straight." You like, "Wait, what?" And two of my friends was, like, standing in the back of me as this lady says this, like, "Ma'am, this is his condition, like."
Right.
And I rush back to, I get back to class to tell the teacher because my teacher was already ahead, and she's like,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna take care of it. Don't worry about it." And you go, I'm one of them ones. I believe in affirmative action. If I'm
Yeah,
in
yeah.
tears, I'm sitting up here trying to get like, I'm in disbelief. Like a teacher says this to a kid. Like,
Right.
what the heck do you think you're doing? Quit playing and walk straight. And I just remember getting on the bus, holding back the tears, and you go home, and mama's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Mama, this happened today. This teacher says this." And it was at that moment you realize sticks and stones may break my bones, but in that moment they hurt it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was just heartbreaking. You had to deal with that. First, you had to really kind of get an understanding of, you know, for us, you go through that. Well, mama, why God made me this way? You kind of
Right. Yeah.
go through these questionnaires as a kid,
Yeah.
the indifference of
Right.
embracing it, but then also like getting that anxiety of that fear of like, is this what my life gonna be set to be as I get
Hmm.
older? It's just been a lot, but I got some strong people that know
Yeah.
how
Right.
to tell you
Right.
how to get yourself together, and thus who they
Man,
want was born.
that I feel like that's one of the, especially growing up. Hey, mom, I saw you on there. Especially growing up with a disability. When you get disabled older, it's different because you were able to live a pretty able-bodied life, and then
Absolutely.
your body changes. But when you have to grow up and you go through the different phases of life with a limitation already, and then you're thinking about people our age, they you don't look like them, and they don't mind telling you how they feel. And it's like for us, we got to take it. But I think I really appreciate you saying like you had people around you, because at that age I feel like that's so important, because we're innocent. Like we didn't ask for this.
Right.
Like why are you bashing us for something that we didn't even ask for? But when it comes down to your circle, it's not what you ask for, but it's how you use it.
There you go.
Period.
Absolutely. It's,
So when, as you were growing up, did you have any different like accommodations that kind of helped you navigate?
yeah, absolutely. You for one, I always grew up kind of with through school, like I grew up with a cousin who stayed in the same neighborhood with me, so he
Okay.
was right up the street. So like getting through school, the older I got, became kind of a breeze because you got some
Yeah, yeah.
cousins that's gonna come out and check the record books. Like, hey, that's my cuz. Don't worry about that. And you go through your doctor's appointments. I've always been an advocate for like I gotta go make sure I'm good. You know,
Right.
you hit them ropes of up it's surgery time. We gotta do this. We gotta fuse a bone. We gotta shave this. You're gonna be
Hmm.
down for like a month or two. And man, my grandma, when I tell you, my mama been my backbone growing up. When I tell you,
Really?
when it came to me, I ain't have to want for nothing. It's on the
Okay.
strength of God though. I be because it takes a toll on you mentally. It's easy to put a smile on your face and look good for the camera and I'm okay. I don't need anything. That's okay. But once they walk out and they close that door, it hits like, oh
It
my God,
hits like
it
a ton of bricks. It
down
hits.
like it weighs on your mental because again, as you talking about maturing with it and you start to come into the understanding of what it is like this is me, spina bifida, heart murmur, VT shunt, incontinency is a thing that comes with the spina bifida. So you have
Mhm.
all these things and you have to get through adolescence, like you have to get through not even just kids, it's some adults too.
Some of those, yeah.
You have to deal with this. And it's that period of walking that thin line between, "Alright, I'm sick of this. I'm just gonna come home." It's like being bullied, like not to make a mockery of bullying, but it's like it's one of the moments where I can relate to that. Like I know what it's
Yeah.
like to just come home. Today is the day. I'm finna just hang from the ceiling fan. Over it. But
No, for real,
again,
because it becomes overwhelming. And it really does. And I feel like a lot, and this is the stigma that I really don't like about the way people view us with disabilities. When we get the comment, "You're so strong," and it's like we really not. We literally just trying to live like you. It's just a limitation that you see, but this is not strength. We're not doing anything outside of how to live our normal life. What other people consider strong is how we literally live our normal life. And it's like, no, we're not trying to be strong. We're trying to survive.
that's it.
That's it. It had nothing to do with strength. We're not trying to be like this Superman or Superwoman. We're just trying to navigate life with what we have. That's literally it.
Absolutely. And so when you talk about the mental section of it versus the physical, it's warfare. It's
Yeah.
mental warfare. And thank God, you thank God that you get to live to see another birthday.
The small
Because
things.
sometimes you look at that calendar like, well, any day now could be my day. According to statistics, we're not allowed to make it to the 20s. We're not supposed to make it to your 30s. And you
Right. You're not even supposed to make it to teens.
exactly. God bless a lot of my classmates that was on that bus, that was in those classrooms, that
Yeah.
didn't get to finish elementary school, that didn't get to finish high school,
Right.
didn't get to make it into adulthood. And those that did make it to adulthood and God just decided it was time for their baby to come home.
Yeah, and it's okay. And it's like for us, I feel like we we're so much grateful for like the little small things of just getting out the bed. Something as simple as just getting out the bed. Because it's like there's been more times that we weren't able to than we were. And so the times that we can, it's like you guys don't even understand how big that is for us, for people that deal with things. When it comes to you, I heard you mention heart murmur. Um, can you tell people like what that entails? What does that look like?
It's a heart murmur. It's like an irregular heartbeat because you have like a little small tiny hole in your heart. So it makes the heart kind of work a little harder. But and then kind of being on the overweight side doesn't help it neither. But
Mm,
for me, it never gave me no problems. I went to every 3 to 6 month checkups, and doctors will be like, "It your hole went from like this to like a little bitty speck." And it's like, you know what? You don't even have to come back and visit us like that now. We'll probably just see you
wow.
like every 5 years now or something. And you're like, what? They're like, yeah, and again, that's something I had since birth. So,
Yeah.
you couldn't be around cigarette smokers. You couldn't, be around certain air levels because it's kind of like asthma. Like it would hit you and he's like, it'll take your breath away. So,
Right.
yeah.
Man, what's up, George? I see you. That's just crazy how typically if you have like one condition, it bounces off with other small little things that other people probably don't even know. Because I didn't know that a heart murmur comes with spina bifida. I never knew that, like, at all. And you named off some other things too.
Like incontinency, well, the VT shunt is a tube connected to my brain to keep water off my brain, and it empties into your stomach to keep you from
Wait,
having what's called hydrocephalus.
what, hold on. What?
Yes, ma'am. I have a tube. Like there's a tube that they connect it runs from your brain, a section of your brain, and it goes all the way down into your stomach. I've had that
Oh God.
implanted since birth. And
So
yeah, I
that
haven't
was
had
something
that
that
checked up.
stemmed from something. Sorry, go ahead.
Absolutely, yeah. No, yeah, I've had that for years. Like the last checkup I had from that, I think it was before I graduated high school, and that doctor told me then. He told me at that point I was so high functioned to where it was no need to honestly like have it. I still have it, but it was kind of like, we'll just let it stay as you get older if need be.
So what is, gosh, I never even knew that was, I see this is why I love this show, because I just learned so much. Um so like what are the side effects of that? Like what causes that?
Hydrocephalus is the water, because of spina bifida, it deals with that spinal fluid and you have to deal with that. So it can leak into your brain basically.
Right.
And it can swell you up and kind of make you kind of, yeah, it gives you like learning disabilities. Because I remember
Mm-hmm.
being in school, I didn't have to take notes on like regular notebook paper. I was always given an electronic device to take notes.
Oh,
So it was kinda like developmentally, um, like, I was good in every course, but, like, math was like that one class I can relate to people with dyslexia, 'cause
yeah, yeah.
I get in that class and stuff just looked it funny, and it looked backwards, and you work it out, and you think you got the answer, like, "No, you're wrong." And you're trying to figure it out, and then you go, it's related to that. Like I'm highly intelligent, but then some stuff will hit you, and you be like, nope, I'll tell you quick. My
Right.
having siblings and they have math stuff, and they be trying to run you. Can you help me solve this? Go find somebody else. I can't do that part.
Can't can't. I'm not even about to try because y'all ain't about to embarrass me.
No, real quick.
I ain't about
My
to
mom used to
try.
have to buy the pencil with the timetables on the pencil just so I can learn my timetables. You be in class, teacher be like, Stead, I'm gonna need you to put that pencil up. You gotta use a regular pencil. Why did you take away my superpower?
Why did you take away? This is my hidden gem. Like,
Yes.
leave me alone.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's wow. I didn't even know. I didn't know all that it stems
Yes,
from
ma'am.
spina bifida. So now, okay, I want to talk about present day. Well, leading up to present day. A few things. So as of recent, um, so I know earlier we talked about this for everybody. Earlier we talked about how there's been so many times that we've been trying to connect, but there was a lot of medical problems. There was a lot of medical discrepancies. So could you share with us your most recent venture when it
Absolutely.
your most recent update?
Right. Here it is. Another Who They Want exclusive.
Right,
Live on 1 Billion Brave. Like, follow, and subscribe. Okay.
right.
But recently, I was battling, I would say off and on for the past 20 years. Due to spina bifida, I would have surgery on my feet, and on my left foot particularly, I had plates and screws inserted in my foot
Mm,
that would hold the bone together as they fuse it. They put pins and this and that medical
right.
equipment in there. So for like over 20 years, I say again, this goes like since childhood. You go see orthopedic doctors, but for a long time, orthopedic doctors stopped calling. It would stop going, or they would tell you it looks
Mhm.
fine, it's good, you're good. You go get some new braces, you come out fine. Well, within the past about 5 years prior to this, I started getting these ulcers on the bottom of my foot, where it
Mm,
just be like a scrape your heel, and not for nothing, because of my lack of sensation, I wouldn't even notice I had wounds on the bottom of
mhm.
my foot. And for the public record, I'm not diabetic, because some doctors and people will be like, "Oh, you're diabetic," because
Right.
it's right there, and you're like, "No, I have a condition on the spine." You go through the legal parameters.
Yeah.
Anyway, so within the past 2 years, right? I just recently moved to Houston, Texas. So I took a leap of faith of being in Florida my entire life,
Mhm.
jumped up on the grace of a good support system, and moved to Houston, Texas. But in the process of that, I was still dealing with this open wound. It wasn't like, oh, I just got to Texas and the wound came. No,
Right.
I've been dealing with it periodically throughout the years. But this time it wasn't going nowhere. I go down here, you get into wound care, and you go. I tell doctors quick, well, back in Florida, I go to the wound care, they put me in a total contact cast, couple weeks, boom, it's closed, it's healed. I even got down here to try that. That didn't work. They give me a device called a wound vac, try to close it up. I had a pick line, antibiotics, because I was in and out of the emergency room, back and forth, getting booked into the hospital. Well, finally, I would say around April to May of 2024, it had reached its peak. It was antibiotic resistant.
Mm.
I had developed an infection, severe cellulitis infection, to where I got osteomyelitis, and it was a bone infection. That wound had gotten so bad that when doctors would look at it, they said they can basically see the bone at the bottom of my foot.
Ooh.
All right. So, doctors tell you, one doctor came in, they was like, okay, we're going to do this one operation. We're going to try to remove, we tried to remove the screws. Okay, before I get to that, right? They ran all the x rays, CAT scans, all the proper protocols to still try to work to heal it. And
Right.
then they go, at this point, it's antibiotic resistant. I had this quick surgery probably like few weeks before what led it to now. I had a surgery prior to it where they was supposed to remove the hardware, which is the screws and plates on my feet, because they determined that that's what led to the infection.
Mm.
The hardware had, when it been in over 20 years, it basically had corroded. They was done. So what does happen? They do the surgery. I'm still in the hospital. I'm recovering. I say about 2 days after that surgery, doctors come in and tell me, "Hey, Stead, good news, bad news. Good news is we can fix your problem. Bad news is the problem we tried to fix before didn't work. Meaning they was unsuccessful, because they told me at that time where the screws and stuff was implanted, the infection had did so much damage that the foot itself was no longer any good.
Oh,
So, what did they tell you? We're gonna have to amputate. Amputate? What? And you're sitting here and you're in a whole nother state. So my family, my immediate family, my family's not there at the time. I'm laying in a hospital bed and I just look at the doctor and say, you know what, doc? If my right hand offends me, cut it off. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Like I instantly, if that's what it got to be, it's gonna be. So May 21st, 2024, I had a left below the knee amputation.
All right, golly, you gonna make me tear up, man. All right, stay strong, no more. I remember reaching out to you and you telling me like you had to get your leg amputated, and I was like, wait, what?
I just said it rapidly. You was like, "Yo, bro,
Yeah, I
can you
was
come
like,
on the show
no,
tonight?" I said, "My apologies, sis. I just got my leg amputated. I can't do it." I did.
I was like, wait, huh?
Like
I
I just said it like a nonchalant, like, "Yeah, can't come on your show. Just got a leg cut off. Don't worry about it. I'll be back."
man, and the way you said it, because you were supposed to be, I remember you, that was one of the times you were supposed to be a guest on my show,
Yes,
and he
ma'am.
was like, I can't do it, and I'm like, okay, and then he was like, yeah, I just got my leg amputated. Hold on, you're just saying that like you just got a scratch in your foot.
While I was
I'm
still
just
in the
like,
hospital, like I'm laying in the bed and said it.
that took so much mental strength, and then to just hear your story, it's like, man. So for you, at that moment, like when you're literally hearing the doctor say you have to get this amputated, what and at this moment, like you didn't have any like immediate family around, what was going through your mind as far as like your future?
All right. Me being me, the type of person, like over the years, my attachment to people, like I'm one of them people I love hard. So
Yeah.
in the midst of that situation, it was kind of like I love hanging around my friends. I love hanging around this. I love doing that.
Hmm.
I kind of put that on back burner. I would go to doctors and it would go from, it happened so rapidly. It went from
Right.
1 week, I'm telling everybody, doctor said it looks good. In a couple weeks, it's going to close. Everything's fine. To the next week, it's swollen, out of control, and I'm booked in that hospital. So in that moment, in that present moment, I wasn't even worried about me in a sense. I was so
Mm.
worried about how other people was feeling. Like I even kept it from my grandma.
Wow.
Like I was gonna sit there and I wasn't even gonna tell my grandma to after the surgery, like, "Hey grandma, how you doing, baby? Everything's fine. Oh, by the way, guess what? I just had my leg cut off over the weekend, but don't worry about it. It's cool."
We're good. We're good over here.
Nah, but I had some friends down here that was like, "Oh nah, my boy. That wasn't going the way that was supposed to go." So I had
Uh-uh.
to deal with that situation, of trying to keep because if I have this thing where like if I care about a person, I don't try to be like, hey, this is going on with me. I
Mhm.
need you to stop worrying about what you got going on and come deal with me. It was kind of like, nah, you go do you. I'll be home in a couple days. I'll be fine.
Right.
I'm
Right.
gonna come home in a couple days. We'll be good. To hey, bad news. You're not gonna like what you're about to hear. Yeah.
I just I mean, now hearing the whole story, it's just like, hey Marla, I saw you, I love you. Now hearing the whole story, it's like you was going through all this, and I'm just like, hey, you want to be a guest on the show? And it's like, man, and this is why I always have this mindset, and this is for everyone. There's always someone worse off than you. Be grateful. Be very grateful for what you do have, because there's always someone worse off than you. And for you to still have the mental strength to know what you're dealing with, to know what's to come, and you're still thinking about other people, that just shows the integrity of you and the mindset of you. Because it's hard when you're facing, you're about to not have one of your body parts, but you're thinking about someone else's mindset, their well-being. That said a lot about you, and I just commend you, even coming from someone that deals with disabilities and medical conditions. I just commend you, and you just gave me so much more strength. Like, girl, you not dealing with nothing. You're not.
And my
So
my
I
my dear
I
friend
I
Nunu in the comment.
definitely,
What's up?
yeah.
No, I was just gonna say, like, my dear friend in the new and Nunu in the comments, she taught me something about increments, right? This thing of having do like you take what's given to you, you play the card that's dealt, but you take that dis off disability and you utilize your ability.
Right.
And yeah, that played a part. But continue.
You magnify what you can't do. There's a lot of things that we can't do, but what can you do? We're gonna magnify that. That's what we're gonna show people, the stuff that we can, because everyone always sees um the dis part of us, because it's outward. That's what you see. But a lot of people don't take the time to know the ability part. Oh, that's good. You see the dis, but you don't take time to know the ability. Oh my Gabe, can you put that down there, please? Because that was a nugget. That was good. That's so true though. Like, we don't take into consideration the ability part. We just magnify the dis. Um, but clearly you not. You're magnifying the ability. And now I want to delve into, thank you, Gabe. Appreciate that. Because I was on your show. I was
Right.
on y'all, he has a podcast. Just want to let y'all know that. And I was on it before I even had my own podcast. Like, he thought about me before I was even thought of, before One Being Brave was even a thing. You feel me? Okay, so I definitely want to delve into, because I'm grateful that you're getting back in it, because I was always watching your stuff. Like, you hyped me up. Like, you gave me the mindset to just be me. It stemmed from you, because I didn't have this show at first, and I was one of your guests, and I was like, "Yo, he's just so dope. Like, he's just so cool with it." And then DJ, like, come on. So, can you tell us what made you even want to start your podcast and the name of it too?
Absolutely. Okay. So who they want podcast. Like it started in like right at 2020, 2020. It became just a thought process. Who they want has
Mhm.
been something my cousins gifted me like in 2008. It was just a saying. You know, I'm DJ Stater. Like I used to be into the music life, used to write raps, used to,
Yeah.
dedicate life to raps. So it was like one of these days, my cousin just be like, he would introduce me. He would like, now coming to the stage is who they want. And then it would be me. So jump into doing the podcast. Me and my partner Jay, a good friend of mine, we would clown about, we watch other people podcasts and so forth. And he's like, bro, we should start one. And we should do this about music and this and that. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then at the time, it wasn't ready to be molded. It wasn't the right time. And we
Right.
kind of picked up on it and then kind of let it lay. And then one day I just jokingly was like, you bored? It's COVID. They wouldn't let us go nowhere. I took a bet on myself and I made this joke about, hey everybody, I'm gonna start a podcast, just not for nothing. And a lady commented and she's like, if you're gonna do it, I'm gonna buy you a microphone. You have to do it. She said, I've known you and she's known me for some years. She said, because you got some stuff you need to say and you need to do it. And you like, am I gonna really do this now? This is 2020. And I get a microphone, and this is when them stimulus checks had done came. The first go, I went and
Yeah.
bought a computer, and I get the teasing, and I put it out. Like I would do recordings with some friends. Me, my friends, we just get together on Zoom, and we just record. And then I just, at the time I was using Anchor, I just put it out there. And I think like within my first month of doing it, I had like 100 downloads, and I saw a little change come. I looked at my grandma one day and I said, "Grandma, I'm finna start a podcast." My grandma said, "Baby,
Period.
do it." She said, "Do it." She said, "Because you sit in that room all day anyway, so you might as well be doing something." She said, "If you could talk to the people, talk to the people.
Talk
That's
to
what you
the
love doing
people.
anyway. You always." She know me since I was a kid. I love 1, 2, 3. My grandma used to make me and my cousin rap in the backyard. She walk out the door, 1, 2, 3, hit it. So she know when I say I'm doing something, she be my biggest
Yeah.
cheerleader. And before you know it, Who They Want podcast was born.
Your podcast was so dope. Like I was so hyped when I got on it because, and I think if I remember correctly, it was like you and like three other people.
Kyle E and Tasha the Duchess. That's correct.
Yeah, and like and the way y'all was just matching, I was like, yo, this is. But you always stuck out to me. I don't. I think just your personality. But it was just dope just to be in that presence, and I was like, yo, his personality and the way you was just so like smooth about it, it motivated me to like when I did start, like, girl, just be you, bro. Like, just be you. And I'm so glad that you took a break. We get it. But I'm
There
so
you go.
glad that you're coming back because I need
Yo,
something to watch.
yo, it was this letter that my stepmom had like sent me a few weeks, like a month ago. She sends me this
Yeah.
letter, and she was like, "Hey, I know we don't really have a connection like that or whatever," but she was like, "I, I want you to." She's like, "What are you doing as a hobby?" She's like, "What happened to the podcast? I don't see you live no more. You're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
doing it."
yeah.
She's like, "Well, if you need equipment or if you need to get some stuff together, whatever you need, she was like, let me know and I will help you. I got this, and this, and I can help you get it back on lunch." What she say that for? Because I tell you, it lit a fire in me.
What
And
she's
God is so
for.
good. I was able, Social Security was able to straighten out a few strings. I needed some stuff straightened, and they blessed
Yeah.
me. And when they
Right.
blessed
Okay.
me,
Thank you.
I go, okay, I need to get some equipment again. I need to get back in the game. I got on Walmart, found me a computer for the low ski that I can afford, found me a podcast mic and stuff, the whole
You in
shebang.
there?
I said, that's how you know God got a purpose for you. Because he gave you something to get
Yup.
what you needed, and he made what
Yup.
you needed affordable. It's go
Yup. He put
time.
it all in place.
It's go time. Who They Want
Let's
coming back February 5th, 2025. Who They Want reloaded. DJ Steady is back.
DJ Steady is. Let's go. Who they want? DJ Steady is back for the Mac attack. Like, let's get it. I am. Why am I so hyped? Like, I'm so hyped because like I said, I was watching your stuff and I'm like super grateful. First of all, I'm glad that you got your motivation back because for sure, like people need to hear your story, not just your story, but people need to hear your personality. They need to hear what you got to say because clearly everybody's saying you got a lot to say, so you got a lot to say,
Thank you. Thank you.
and
No,
that's on period. And I'm
absolutely.
excited. I can't wait till February. Like I'm be tuning in like, yo, bro, you good? Like what's goody though?
We finna network back and forth,
You
yo. I'm
already
telling you, when I see
know.
that 1 billion brave, whether you got a guess or if you don't got a guess, you gonna get on here and you gonna put on for the 99 and the 2000s. Like I said, look at sis. I said, I be seeing it too. Just like
Let's
you
go.
said, you should be from the little amen corner and hit that
Okay.
share button real quick. Like, yo, and then you
Okay.
know what? Like you said, you dropped so many jewels, so many blessed words. Like it's just an honor just to see somebody that, like you said, total strangers. We had each other. We brought you on the show, seeing what you was doing, seeing your story, networking in these podcast groups. So now look at you. 1 billion brave is on season
And
5. Like season 5. Like, did you ever think you was gonna make it this far?
no, I literally thought I was just gonna stop at season one, like for sure. And I think what motivated me is my guests. Like literally, A lot of my guests, like I say this all the time, and this is the truth. I don't know my guest stories before the show. I find out live as you guys are finding out. So I'm very invested in my guest stories. But I think the greatest thing for me doing the show is hearing the feedback from my guests after them saying that they've never even been asked to share their story. Nobody cares about what they got going on. And just to be seen and heard. And then also coming from someone, you're talking to a familiar life, a familiar story, because I deal with a medical condition too. So it's not just you sharing your story and can't nobody relate. You're talking to your community of people. So I think it makes it more comforting to know that you're talking to someone that also deals with stuff too. But season 5, I thought I was gonna do season 1, 12 episodes, and we good. And here we are, and I'm just like, what we stopping?
I said I'm gonna reboot mine. I said, hey, I got like 300 episodes already out there in the pod universe. I
Oh
was
yeah.
like, I'm going back to the drawing boards. Reboot. Who they want reboot because now I'm purposely driven. It's that phoenix rising from the ashes. Now you gonna be like,
You
okay, I
better
got to
talk.
do the play. I done did the play part. I done allowed the kiki and the ha ha. I said, now it's time to move the crowd.
Now.
Now it's time to deliver the.
Now we got
You gotta echo
purpose.
me. I gotta be Moses, and the
Right.
microphone is my staff. Let my
Period.
people go. I'm
Let
here.
my people go. And now we got purpose. Now we know what we doing. Now we're not playing no more. You better talk about it, sir. I love it. Like I love the motivation, and I think this time go around, I think you'll go even further than you were because like you're focused, like you're driven, and you have a reason to do what you're doing now. First of all, it was for fun, but now you got a reason. I'm doing this for a reason. I thank you, DJ Steady, for coming on. I definitely appreciate it. I don't take it lightly at all. I'm super grateful that we finally were able to officially like connect for real on a 1 billion Brave show.
Yes,
I
man.
was
You know it's always
grateful for
love.
it.
It's just crazy how God and the universe lined up. Cause I just literally just texted you over the weekend. It's like, if you
Yeah,
got anything for like February, March, let me know. I'm ready to tell my story. And then I saw that today. It was a sign from God. I saw any cancellations, looking for somebody with a disability.
man.
Disability on aisle one.
And the crazy thing is, like, I saw the other. I didn't even see it. It was like 12, 13 of the posts, and I didn't see nobody of the post. I saw yours, and I was like, oh, it's a no brainer. I didn't see nobody else. I saw you, and I was like, oh, let me hit him up right now. That's it. That's all. Yeah, I'm super grateful, and I can't wait to see what you about to do. Before you go though, we about to have a before you go, we about to have a before you go. This is a question that I ask all my guests. I'm starting this season. I'm asking all my guests a random question. Don't have nothing to do with nothing. I don't even know it. Gabe is the only one I know it, and we about to see what it is. What's the question, Gabe? What do you wish you were really good at? Ooh.
That's a great question for someone
Ooh.
like me, right? I
Ooh.
wish I was. I was really good at not being fear like, I wish I was being good at not having fear in the midst of situations where God already done took care of things. Like, I just wish I would when God say, "Be patient and move at your own pace and relax," I wish I
Yeah.
wasn't always that one. I was good at not panicking. Like, you be up here, "Oh, it's my last dish in the refrigerator. What am I gonna eat?" And you be like, "Dang it, I panicked again." And then it'd be a knock at the door,
Right.
and it'd be groceries there. Uh, how am I gonna get my clothes washed? You be panicking, and the laundry service be
And
like,
here
"Hey,
comes the
let's
answer.
go." So yeah, it's that. Like, I feel like I wish I was just that good at just not letting that shake me. Like, the medical stuff, I'll ace that like nothing. I don't face nothing. You get to real life stuff, and you be like, "Uh oh."
Nervous in a wreck.
Yes,
Just nervous like life about to be over.
instantly be dead. Be like, "Oh, what am I gonna do? This is my last little supply box." And get a knock at the door, and then you hear
Them
God be
6 months. Here you go.
I said, I know I probably irritate God, so I be the one up there irritating Daddy up there, cause Daddy be like, I done told this child of mine, I done told
Told
you,
you,
just relax.
son. Just
I
chill.
done brought you
Give
through
me
it.
a
I didn't
minute.
bring you to it if I wasn't gonna get you through
Huh?
it.
That's not, see? Man. Thank you again so much for gracing the stage. I
Always,
definitely appreciate it. I don't take it lightly at all. You already know, you family. We rock it till the wheels fall off.
that's right.
That's it. That's all. All right, Dave's gonna put you in the back. We're gonna end the show and we're gonna be out. Love you, bro.
Love you too.
I I told y'all. I told y'all. Like, my guests just be top tier. And then now we're on season 5. Like, the tier is rising. I can't even keep it with my own self. Because I can't even keep it with my guests. Because they're just that dope. Man, I just want to thank DJ Steady for coming on Grayson stage. It's not easy talking about yourself and your flaws and all. Like, it's not easy. But I do appreciate him sharing. I hope everyone that was on, tuned in, just watched. I hope you guys got something from this episode. I definitely appreciate it. That's why I do it. Thank all you guys for tuning in. Thank you. I thank you for the newcomers, for the old heads, for the watchers, for the listeners. Thank you guys for tuning in, seeing what we're talking about. I appreciate it and I don't take it lightly. All right. Church announcements. If you have a disability and or medical condition, or you know someone that has a disability and or medical condition and they want to be a guest on the show, or you think they will be a dope guest on the show, holla at me. Let me know. Let me know what's up, because we ain't going nowhere. I don't know what y'all thought this was. 1 Million Brave is here to stay. You feel me? If you have a disability, medical condition, or you know someone that has a disability, medical condition, and you think they'll be a dope guest, they gotta be a dope guest. Holla at me. Disclaimer: this is the number one rule. Don't be bringing somebody around me or to me or near me that just has a chipped toe. Now, don't do it. Thank you, Nunu. Don't bring somebody that they elbow is scratched. Get some Neosporin, go about your business. Okay? As you can see, our guests, my guests on the show, deal with some real life stuff. Like, we're dealing with real life stuff around here. So don't be bringing nobody that just hurt their elbow and their eye is itching. Okay. Put some glasses on. I got a few. I got options. I'll help you out. Also, next Tuesday, we are live and in living color. This is how we do. You feel me? Next Tuesday, we in there. 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Hold on, let me see if I got a gate. 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. Let's go. Let's go. And we about to be in February. Oh, finally, Lord Jesus. We about to be in February, Lord. Hurry up. All right, I love y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again. I'm gonna say it every episode because I don't take it lightly at all. I feel like is this side higher than my? I feel like this side is raising. I don't think I want to wear these no more. Okay, that was super random. All right, you guys don't log off though, because just don't log off because Gabe got something to show y'all. But I'm gonna be out. Y'all be blessed. I love y'all. Gabe, get me out of here. Get me out. Get me out. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Gabe, that's your cue.